This might look like Facebook, but Zhou Xianghua, a farmer from the countryside of central China, is one of the few in his area with an online profile. And he's not trying to Facebook, he's trying to finance.
I took first grade twice. I can't read.
Until recently, he supported his family by taking up odd jobs and selling eggs from his chicken coop, bringing in about $14 a month or 50 cents a day, way below the World Bank's poverty line of $1.25 a day. Although China's fast economic growth over the past 3 decades has helped pull nearly 500 million of its citizens out of poverty, roughly 300 million Chinese still live under the World Bank's poverty line. That's roughly the same amount as the entire population of the United States. Mr. Zhou and his family were so poor that they could only afford to eat meat twice a year. He wanted to move up in the world and start selling fish, a much more profitable business than selling eggs, but digging a fish pond would cost him $450, almost 3 times what he makes a year. It seemed impossible. That is, until a website called Wokai changed his life.
Wokai in English means I start. And so, our goal is to help people start businesses and start changing their own lives.
Casey Wilson started Wokai with a friend. Through the site, anyone in the world can lend money directly to poor people in China who want to start their own businesses.
So it's kind of like Facebook, where you can see borrower profiles, photos, loan requests, and you get to track their progress through regular updates.
It's called microfinance, giving a small loan to someone so they can start a business. Some say microfinance can help solve world poverty. That's because it's about empowering people by loaning money, not just handing it out. Recipients pay interest or a borrowing fee on the loan, so it's a business deal, not a charity, linking people willing to give loans like 17-year-old Peter Janulis in New York City to people like Mr. Zhou in China. So, let's say Peter gives $20 on Wokai's website. Wokai takes Peter's $20 and other people's contributions to give Mr. Zhou a $450 loan. Mr. Zhou uses the money to start a fish farm, and with his profits, Mr. Zhou repays Wokai, and Peter gets his $20 back, which he can then use to lend to other people. The bottom line is, it's a lot of bang for $20.
Kids our age, we don't really know what $20 means. I mean, $20 is something maybe we can go buy a slice of pizza with and go to a movie with someone, but think about that farmer who he's struggling so hard to get through each day, and just a loan from us across the world will help him get out of poverty. It's incredible.
In a lot of the areas that we work, people are living 100 years back. They don't have bathrooms, they don't have electricity, they don't have running water.
To see how everything turned out for Mr. Zhou, we decided to pay him a visit, but it wasn't easy. After a 13-hour flight to Beijing, a 2-hour flight to Sichuan province, and a 6-hour bus ride, we finally made it. Well, almost. He lives so far in the mountains that we actually couldn't get there by car, so our car left us about an hour ago, and right now we're just walking the rest of the way by foot. These rocks are very, very slippery. Oh, something just got in my eye. After stopping for directions, we found him. With his loan money, Mr. Zhou was able to build a pond, and the fish biz is booming. His monthly income has quadrupled. Mr. Zhou spends 90% of his money on his 14-year-old son, who one day hopes to be a police officer, something Mr. Zhou himself could never dream of. Adriana Diaz, Channel 1 News.